Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running inside, it's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know.
Could be an alley. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something about it.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Levitt. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. On the ground, it's Smothers. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. They go play action with Russell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Trying to find the end zone. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll run it. It's Smothers. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Berry. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long. I mean, everybody knows you're going to be throwing it, but he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his...
Here's a little room there. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
On first down, it's Durham again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical.
Touchdown LSU! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Russell on play action. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Finds his man. It's Cook. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Smothers. At the 20, he's got space. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's a great individual effort, but
guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown LSU. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Smothers. Got enough for the first. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 17 team, the Duke Blue Devils.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
And it's the Mustangs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. There's a crease. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Keelan Russell. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there. They create a negative play.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Finds his back in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caden Durham again. Got enough for the first. Finding some room at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And they did tack on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Breaks into the open. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Russell finds his man. It's Hudson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They go play action with Russell. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Off the play fake. Under fire. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Fourth down, Russell. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds space on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these ranking teams. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver going in motion. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Got the quick pass. Past the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Flying down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Russell on play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! Took it all the way back to the house. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he'll bring it back. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, given the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's Durham one more time. And he's dragged down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them, and he gets the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They go play action with Russell. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got room on the return. The pick six, he takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Russell on play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. They'll need about 6 here on second down from the 20. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A pick six.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Off play action on first down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over.